Oh gosh. Okay, so obviously COVID-19 has put a halt to a lot of athletic um, tournaments, contests, things like that. One that has been particularly affected has been Ironman. And so I don't know if you know about Ironman, but usually you have to sign up sometimes more than a year in advance um, to participate in these races. And they're usually like $600 just to enter the race. And that's, you have to be put on, some people have to be put on a waiting list. And then there's always the option that, you can donate to charity. We're doing the hand quotes way too much, but basically just means give us more money and we'll let you participate in this race. And so people have literally spent millions of dollars signing up for races, but they've been postponed, they've been canceled. And the CEO of Ironman came out and said, look, you have to understand the situation here. This has been a really, really hard year for everybody. And he did bring up some good points, but basically he just said, yeah, but we're not going to refund anybody's money. And people are like going crazy over this, which I totally understand. Their usual their usual policy is that they can have their race changed to another date, or you can apply that money to um, to a different race. But now they're just saying you can apply your money to a race that you don't know is going to happen or not, or you just forfeit your money.
Wow.
And it's literally millions of dollars. And I know what the problem is that if they refund all that money, they'll go belly up within 24 hours. Like that's just how much money is caught up in this. And
Mm.
so people are like, uh, I really don't know how this is going to affect this specific sport. But
I guess what is the when you as you were talking, like it popped in my mind. This sounds like the most first world problem ever. Um,
it is.
that these people are spending millions of dollars to race. What Ironman is what? It's the bicycle, swim, and run.
Yeah, so it's a triathlon. It's basically the event of every, like the major event for triathlon. Um, it's the longest. Um, an Ironman is a triathlon. It's just the longest triathlon. And
Gotcha.
so there's like a sprint, which is kind of the beginning. There's like a Olympic, and then there's a half Ironman, and then there's a full Ironman.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And I mean, people train for years to be able to do a full Ironman.
Yeah.
It's a super hard thing.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know what to think about this. I've seen a lot of companies do this type of thing where like they're just not good business practices. And I think just shows, it definitely is a first world problem, but it just shows like what a lot of businesses are you know how do I explain this? The ethics of business. Like
Mm.
it's okay, well, in a regular situation where we would still be making money, yeah, we'll refund your money to like a couple people. But when, we're really facing a hard situation, when we're not going to be making millions of dollars, the CEO of one of the largest sporting uh, sport companies in the world isn't going to make his $1 million. No, we won't refund you.
Well, and then
I don't
down
know.
here it's
What do you think about it?
well it says down here that despite those challenges, multi-sport series offered athletes 75% refund for the 2020 races after it was forced to cancel the series. And then they had the opportunity to defer their entry to 2021. I mean, that sounds reasonable if you get 75% refund. I would be okay with that, I guess. I I don't know. I don't I'm not an athlete, so I don't see the appeal in like
Hmm.
spending tons of money on these events. But that's just me, and so I'm trying to think if I could relate it to something where I've spent a lot of money and then if you don't get any kind of refund, yeah, that's wrong. That's just kind of shady business practice. But if they are offering some kind of refund and then using your money to for a future event or whatever, like that doesn't seem unreasonable to me.
Well, and I think at the end it does talk about that, but multi-sport triathlon is actually a different organization than Ironman. It's like a local
Uh,
triathlon organization, and they are giving like a smaller local triathlon organization is giving a 75% refund, but the largest endurance, event company is not.
I see, I see. So the big daddy organization is not giving any kind of refund.
Yeah.
Which that well, obviously that's wrong. I mean, these athletes had nothing to do with the cancellations or whatever. They should get their money back.
Yeah. But it also makes me wonder for you not or for your business not to be able to offer refunds, like how much money like I don't I would think that a smart business person or investor or anything would want a business to have a certain amount of money on hand to be able to use in times of in hard times. But that's not what happens. And what happens is they look at the profit and how much profit they made, and then how much money that can go to, um, higher level management, and they don't keep that money in case of hard times, or they don't keep a lot of the large businesses in the US, their CEOs and their high-ranking financial officers get huge bonuses. I mean, massive bonuses, like $50 million bonuses. When and then they don't even have on a day-to-day basis enough money to support their business to the next day, which is what a lot of small businesses have to do. Most restaurants don't even really make money for at least a year or two. But some of the largest businesses in the world can't even support their entire staff and everything for a single day, but their CEOs are getting billions of dollars.
Yeah, I just I think it's obvious. It's mismanagement at every level. I mean, I think COVID has sort of exposed those businesses or organizations that are mismanaged, and so
Yeah.
they've floundered and done some shady shit and all this stuff. I mean, this if I was an athlete, a triathlon athlete, I would just say, okay, screw you, Ironman. We're never doing that again.
Yeah.
Who cares about the history of the organization or whatever? Like you fool me once,
Hmm.
it's that situation of fool me once,
Yeah.
shame on me, or
Yeah.
yeah, wait, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. So it's
Yeah.
like if you're an Ironman athlete, just don't going forward, don't associate with the organization anymore. There is the what was it? What was the local one? Multisport. Yeah, multisport. Go support those that do
Yeah.
a better job. Obviously.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. So,
Yeah, but I mean, it's just what a weird situation. And then they were saying like giving money to people who are hard hit. Like if you're spending hundreds of dollars on the Ironman Triathlon, you probably had enough money to begin with to spend on it. So, and
Would hope
that's not
so.
to say they shouldn't get a refund. I'm just saying like
Yeah, yeah.
in the whole scheme of what's going on with people financially around the world, this seems like the most I don't know non pressing.
No, I totally agree. I just think that, like you said, businesses are getting ousted because because we get to see the depth of the mismanagement because of COVID.
Yeah, this is just one of many.
Yep. Yeah.